Videotape if I want. We're going to Europe. Going to Europe. Let's see, there's Mommy. Here we are on the plane. Getting ready to go to London. And here's Rabbit.
Hi, Mommy. Oh, I'm going to Europe.
Miss Groves, travelling to Woking, please contact airport information.
This is day one in England. We've been awake now for about 25 hours. And we're on our way to see Windsor Castle, and I don't think any of us care. It's Queen Victoria's train. Still Windsor Castle. Now we're buying our cheap guidebooks.
I haven't, madam, you accused me.
When you come out from seeing the apartment, you'll be coming out into a courtyard, and there they have services on Sundays, not open to the general public on Sundays, but at least you know what mausoleum in the grounds of the castle. When we leave and we drive round, you'll see that mausoleum in the grounds. We don't keep the Queen in there. She's got much better rooms than a round tower. Slowly for you. Are you ready? You're going to look left and you're going to look back over your left shoulder for this drive-by shooting. This is the Queen's front door. You're looking along the long walk. There it is. That's the Queen, what the Queen sees when she comes home. See the Norman Tower to the left, George IV's gateway in the middle, and the Queen Elizabeth II Tower to the right. And in the other direction, the Copper Horse in the distance. 3 miles long from Windsor to Ascot. All the lawns the people left us there.
Here we are approaching Kensington Palace.
So that's why we have a royal palace in the middle of a public park. Now here's the park. Now keep looking and I'll warn you when the best view is coming. It's right through the trees. There's a van parked just where we need to be. Right, look up there on the left, that's it. You've got to be really quick because that was where it was. Blink and you've missed it.
That is Kensington Palace.
There's a a van parked just where we needed to be. But if you had the time in the afternoon, no particular plans made, you can come back to the park and walk up classical music at this time of year. Look on your left now. This is called the Albert Memorial. And that's a statue of Albert. It's made of gunmetal, not gold. Very elaborate. On the left is the house where he lived in London. It's now a museum. It was rebuilt for him. On a rainy day, theatres, restaurants of every sort area. Signs switch on, and by night you can't move on these streets. Absolutely crowded out with youngsters or people going to the theatre. Nelson's Column. Look at the pigeons. Too many pigeons in Trafalgar Square. So they're washing the square. Every morning they wash it. Please don't feed the birds here, they're so dirty. They're rats on them.
Mom on the steps of the cathedral. Here we are, the front of St. Paul's Cathedral, where it's too big to get it all in the picture.
From World War I, she's being dismantled because they're going to take her down to a document. Everybody approved. Some people think it's ugly, and it's been nicknamed the London Eyesore. In London, this is official residence. The clock, half the building, Big Ben.
I don't know, Rabbi.
The clock has a bell behind it that goes bong, bong upon the hour. From the past, buried at Westminster Abbey, the main west door, huge building. Built in the Gothic style. No, it's going into Downing Street on the left. And look down the street, is there a police? We used to walk up to the front door, but no more. In a government, we call the cabinet, they meet on the left.
Here they are.
Now I have a lady say to me, why are they guarding a car park? Look how people climb up on the lions around Nelson's Column. We don't mind that, that's fine.
Buckingham Palace and the Horse Guard. Here's Buckingham Palace. There we go for the changing of the guard. We're a disappointed lot. There are no fluffy hats.
Yeah,
But she said it wasn't the Scottish people today.
Huh?
She said it wasn't the Scottish people
Oh,
today.
that's what I got to see. I like that.
Here is St. James's Palace, where Chuck and the boys live. That is the Tower of London. There's the Tower of London. Apparently this is where the crown jewels are.
אני מזמין חומר ליום ראשון בבוקר, שבאו גם אנשים לקחת אותו, אוקיי? בסדר?
It's a fuzzy hat.
Okay, so you're ending with the apartment buildings and I'll say, isn't that?
Here we are, killing time at Westminster. We were too late to get in, so we're going to have to attend a service to see the inside of it, and that'll be in about 45 minutes. Mom's wandered away, so in the meantime, I thought I'd better get a picture of Big Ben. Another shot of the House of Parliament. We're right at the back of Westminster. Move around there, and there's Big Ben again. Now we're looking at the House of Parliament on the left and Westminster on the right. And I think we got a little bunny rabbit.
No, we don't.
We do got a bunny rabbit.
Yes, just so long as we get inside. So long as we get inside.
Here we are at Dover.
So I wonder what this building and that building are. That one looks like the back of the roof. And you can see
Here,
This is France, and
it's
that's
going to
the
be a
English
good 2
Channel.
hours before we make another stop because, you know, traffic's always a little bit slower in this kind of weather as well. So.
Yeah. We're in Belgium? Is that right?
Yep. It says they have traffic just like at home. Well, you just drive
of Amsterdam, right on the river Amstel. This is a kind of ring road, it's a bit like a Greek temple. It was a theatre, ladies and gentlemen, and today it's just a facade, a front. You can look straight through it because today it's a monument. They demolished the theatre after the Second World War. This place here left is called the waiting room to hell. Look, you can see straight through it. Well, it's not all that funny, it might. Around 1650 it was inaugurated. In those days it was the biggest public building in the world. It's very, very luxurious inside. The style outside, but the Queen doesn't live here, so don't
Still in Amsterdam, getting on the canals.
Oh, the window's open, Robbie.
see. At the right hand side, you see a cruise ship. That's the Crippen, and they are standing here today because of the rain. Usually they queue up from the other side. Now, next to the dialect lunch room, there's the blind hanging there. At the right hand side, there are green doors. Now, behind those doors, there's even a white shield and frank. Behind those doors are stairs. On top of the stairs is a library, and when you know where to push, it opens up and it gives access to more stairs that go to the attached, built in the courtyard. They prepared it for them, and they lived there until they were betrayed. Huh? So today it is an emotional experience to go there, because there's nothing authentic that even has a date. So that is a copy, it's from the 19th century, but the one next to it is a neck gable and then a flat Italian. So it was, you know, step gable is the oldest gable, then the fashion changed and neck gable, bell gable, flat Italian, and then we have later on, towards the end of the 17th century, when we get...
I can see the screen there.
Oh, you can see.
It was in the 17th century a marine warehouse. It is now the Maritime Museum, so you can visit also the ship in summer. There's a crew on board, actors that play the first and the last trip of the Amsterdam. The flags on top, you see the red, white and blue flag, that is our national flag, and the other one with the 3 white crosses, the red and black.
Here we are in Amsterdam at the Rich and Sutherland Museum. I'm going to see some Rembrandt. Van Gogh.
These are 2 Van Goghs. So I'll just point them out to you. This is the only museum we're visiting. This is a self-portrait by Van Gogh and a cornfield. Van Gogh lived at the end of the 19th century. He is very famous.
Another Rembrandt. We are in Amsterdam still. This is the view from the hotel room. We just came from a downpour and the weather's a little variable.
We gotta get him up there. There's Yellow Bike.
Yeah.
Like they brawl and shit. Oh my god.
Oh, look at that way too. Every way you look. The canal bridge.
Here we are at the Homo Monument. Still part of the Homo Monument. I bet you there's some postcards pretty close. And there's my Homo.
And Frank's house, yeah. There it is. Well, we need a picture under there.
Just like Anne Frank's house. It's not even a block away. There go the birds. Pat McKenzie came and they flew away. There's the paddy wagons. Getting ready for the riot across the way there. Here we are in Cologne, and here is the cathedral. It's over 500 feet to the top. Right outside. Abby feared.
Ours is good. Yeah, I think yours is better. Yeah, I really like ours. That's very abrupt. Oh, ours is just really good information. Like it's really good info, and she's very pleasant.
That was technical.
I like her because she.
How about this?
Two.
We got told about your
two being.
Maintenant à la droite, la Mississippi Urbanism.
Still on the line.
You don't have your wide angle.
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's only 48. I already used one of them. Thinking over how stiff those things are, you would think they'd just fall out of the ground. The rain would wash them away. Must be a different kind of earth.
This Osmanhausen. Abby?
Yeah, Rick. This is Heidelberg, Germany. Up, Abby.
wedding reception. Right. And in the summer they have open air operetta.
Nothing left.
Mad dash for bathroom. Now it's sleeping. So here I go.
Mushrooms. These sort of damp woody areas are good for mushrooms. Pilze. The ex-owner, he's in pension now, but he likes to pop out and he's going to give you some sweeties and some cherry wine if you want.
Look, the deers are dancing and prancing. One's a star and it has the year on it. It has a little figurine. And then the other one is a little snowman. We try and get, whenever we go on a trip, we try and get nice ornaments from every
Because we had to switch sides.
Yeah, but I wonder why.
Here we are in Lucerne. So we're having driving problems. Apparently there's someone in the car who refuses to move. As if they're somehow going to get past this big bus. Okay, here's the guy.
Let's move.
Somebody ought to be videoing this.
Somebody is. Oh.
He probably just came and took a walk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think he went anywhere.
He knew what he was doing.
All you had to do is stay down here.
Oh, now we're tourists that cause problems in his country, and that's what we parked there. Whatever. Get in your car.
I guess he doesn't ever
Yeah, aquí no hay ni policía.
So he had to go somewhere, right?
Well, he's just being mature.
Aquí ni
I
policía.
think he's going to back up.
He is.
There we go. Let's go.
Nice guy.
There's the lion. Here we are in the sun. There's this howdy daddy. There's the covered bridge.
Ils étaient venus juste avant
Hey everyone. Good morning otherwise. And then to everyone. And we're off on our travels again. Various places, there's warm water going into it, all the heated houses, it does. And so that's when Switzerland is grand hotels, you know, the big hotels you saw on the waterfront. Okay. Metal car. There's some of the cows. It's a brown Swiss most commonly.
Here we are on the train going up the mountain. This is the train.
Well, we've done it. That's all right. We just want to prove we've been here when we get home.
Well, I said you have.
Oh, all right.
You're gonna have all the pickets to prove it.
I don't want to be in the video.
Well, you videoed. You're a movie star. I got cows. There's go, Rabby.
Where?
Right there. Rabby, I got goats. It's still running.
Look, here's a goat master. Yeah. I like, God, can you imagine living up?
No, I could not. Oh, there's supposed to go, man. That's not a falcon, that's one of those long-haired deer. I like him!
I heard cows. You hear the cows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to look. Look at, there's the little chapel.
Yeah.
Cows. I like those cowbells.
I do too. Well, now we're getting a better idea of why everybody has bells here.
Yeah.
I didn't really get it in the store yesterday. There's a little hole in the... Are we looking back over the town? We must... This is probably a warm day here. Here, we got to do one of these here.
Yeah.
I hear cows. You don't do that with that ugly hair.
Oh, Rabby.
Yeah, get the ugly.
Look at the goats.
What goats?
Right there, laying down, taking a nap.
I'll take Rabby's goats.
Up close. I want to see up close. I want to see that.
Excuse me.
Smile!
She's doing Turn it off!
Oh, Rebbe.
Zwei Jahre. Sie hat gesagt, nein, sonst kann er.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, here's
No, they can only do one thing.
Yeah. Maybe they crashed it.
Rebbe, they didn't crash, did that's not a nice thing to say. No, there are people riding on that lift. Look.
Which, not that one. I'm talking about this one. Roll?
Yeah?
Where the Matterhorn is?
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Here comes Mommy. She's in there somewhere.
Shit, it's not on. That pisses me off.
Turn it on.
A crabby and a pretty hat
Yeah.
that you'd like to throw out the window. You could throw it out the window now.
No, I'm just gonna hang on to it.
Now, one of these
Is going to win the prize.
It's that one.
That's right. Do you think?
The odd one. Black and white. It's over here.
And they get to wear hats and flags, and they get paraded through
flowers.
town. And the one that
Gives them most milk.
gets to wear the big bell and lead the parade.
And up above there are some of the old city towers, you see. There was a wall that ran all the way round the back of town, but that's the only bit that's still... Mr. Composer, traveling this way, saw the lake and was inspired to write a piece.
We're on our way to Innsbruck before stopping at Liechtenstein. Or Liechtenstein or Liechtenstein or something.
We went through Glacier Park last summer. We had all those that was full of falls like that.
You could say. It's only a little country, as I told you, 62 square miles, about 28,000 inhabitants, and ruled over by its crown prince, whose name is Hans Adam. Have you any idea what he looks like? No, he's not such a well-known figure. The only way you'll find...
That's where the Prince of Liechtenstein lives. But visitors aren't allowed in. I guess they get a little pissy.
Feldkirch thesis is the Austrian, so just I say sit tight. No, not. A man who was considered by much of the rest of Europe to be extremely right-wing kind of, and probably Julie Andrews leaping around. Yes. Oh, the country's 5 major cities are Vienna, this is the capital. Salzburg, that's the Sound of Music city. Innsbruck, we're going. Linz and Graz. Graz being the hometown of Arnie Schwarzenegger. That's his hometown, and they follow his career with great interest. He's always in the gossip magazines over here. But a nice country, and it's two-way traffic in one. The other is left for maintenance and emergency purposes and so on. So it's just under 14 kilometers long, so about 8.5 miles. It's built in Tyrol, just passed into over the sort of regional borderline. This is Tyrol now.
Yeah, have you ever used this before?
No, I haven't.
Really?
Arab.
That's lovely. Should I just get a pan of the bus? There's everybody. Oh, look at that bridge.
19th century railway bridge and a medieval castle. Deep in the
But it's hard because I got that mirror in my way.
But I didn't know. This is Innsbruck. There's a rabbit right there. Rabbit.
And baby. Get baby.
I don't want no baby. I'm taking pictures. Golden Rue. Here we are in Innsbruck. One direction is mountains. And we've got the old city.
There's the Rhine, the Rhone, the Po. I think the Tiber's in Italy. It's so quiet though. You know? It's very quiet.
No, there's the dangers of not wearing any underwear. If you sit on the bed and you're not wearing any underwear.
Well, I didn't want to mess with it. One more thing.
Nice.
And up ahead of us we've got, well, the yellow and white towers on the right are the Wilton Basilica. Eastern parts of Europe and southeastern, sort of like towards Turkey, us, so that should mean, hopefully, some good weather. There are patches of snow. Oh yes, there's snow up ahead for sure, yeah. That's the Sil Valley all the way down below us, and you get a nice view of some mountains. But I mean, some parts of the Alps, of course, have always got snow on them. There's glaciers up there.
Say very loud.
Doesn't look like the other one. I didn't notice that. I really very different. Yeah, but it's still pretty. Yellow top on it. It's all You're right. You're right. I'm glad to hear that.
This is our pit stop in Italy. Look real close, you might see a rabbit in the pic. There's the castle up there.
Oh yeah, I think it's Monastery. Yeah, the old monastery.
Here we are waiting to get into Venice. A rabbit and the mama. Here we are coming into Venice. Fat lie, that's not the Doge's palace at all, I don't think.
Where?
Over there.
That is
Now this time I found Doge's palace, and I mean it. I think I'm right. Well, I read that book. There it is. That was good. We got that on tape.
right here. I'm not going to bother with the picture. Charlie. Oh, I'm going to get crapped on.
You have the best things to say when I videotape, right?
I know.
You do.
I don't know you're videotaping. But they are. I'm not. Yeah, then we don't have to walk around to see all this.
On the gondola
anyway,
with Rabbit. We've ditched the tour.
Oh God, the tour bunch will
Zeneto, Zeneto.
Kim, you can.
Oh, you're fine.
No, that's okay.
Oh, no,
no, come on.
That's silly.
Up, up. Every one side.
There's Mozart's
Mozart
house.
too. One side, Mozart.
It's a gondola traffic jam.
Takes from like 20 meters. Oh.
Bello kill Desdemona, Bello, no?
That's right.
And the house is this one. The small palace with the three windows.
Oh, here.
Desdemona house.
The witch house?
Right here. For Othello.
Oh.
Always Shakespeare opera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a wonderful city.
Here is the Gran Canal, the more beautiful street in the world.
Here's our view from the Rialto Bridge.
Lì ci vuole le spiagge.
And the view from the other side. We're waiting for Mom to get down. I think we found her. There she is. She's going to take our picture. Right there. Oh, there. You got to quit jaggling me, rabbit.
Why?
I'm kidding.
What's rude? Think it's that crazy man with those birds on the town?
Grabby, I'm not getting no fed. I said it. This is leaving Venice. This is Rome. I'm wondering if this is the wall to the Vatican. Don't know. It sure is. Is that the back of the Vatican? Mm-hmm. I guess they're cleaning the building, is all that scaffolding. That's the lock.
No, it's not. Yeah,
What's wrong?
The Vatican.
Yeah. You know what that is?
It's like the last pillar or something or other.
That is. Yeah.
We thought we were on our way to the Pantheon, but we got this instead. It looks like some sort of concert hall. I forget the name of it, but it's a tribute to an emperor, beginning with M.
We're trying to run down here.
No.
We're trying to run down.
I was just trying to point out the Colosseum, and I was just squashed like a beetle on the ground.
The big fountain. Trevi? Trevi. There's how it's an
And this is the one where you throw it in over your right shoulder.
Let's go.
Right. And I'm making a wish.
Oh my God.
Here, wait.
Here we are, still square. And they're talking about the pickpocket that Mom slapped. Some little kid. She beat the hell out of some little kid in Rome. Here we are eating our Italian dinner. We're thinking this is the Pantheon, but we're not exactly sure. If it's not, we'll just keep wandering and looking, but isn't that beautiful?
Maybe not. I don't think so. Maybe not.
One more shot of Pantheon. I don't know.
Well, you got all that.
I took a pack of that, but I might not have taken a pack of this, so I'm taking a pack, okay? Duck it. There's a rabbit.
Here to the right, you see two temples of both of the 1st century BC, the rectangular temple of Portunus and the circular temple of Hercules. Both these temples, the recycling of these two temples. The ruins which you see to the left hand side are the ruins of the palace which was erected by the emperors, where the emperors of Rome lived for years, for centuries, you know. So imagine how huge it had to be. You see the skeletons. We are a bit against light, but anyway, you have to imagine the whole hill, the whole Palatine Hill was covered. Ruins of the baths of the Emperor Caracalla. Caracalla was one of the great emperors of the 3rd century. Caracalla wanted to extend the Roman citizenships to all the people who were submitted to Rome. That was a revolutionary law. Caracalla built in the southern part of the city the huge 271. Let's say they were started in the year 271 at the time of the Emperor Aurelian.
Mine went off. Mine went off.
Mine's off too.
It's off.
We're off.
There it is.
Whoops. Oh, sorry.
St. Paul's Church.
The river tide was 50 yards away from here. And this meant that whenever the tide was being cut higher, the sailors would be invaded road. And it happened. The first thing that they told us when we were so this church has been sacked at least 4 times. Both in the 9th century.
This is inside St. Paul's.
This is our pyramid to the left. This pyramid, you have to know, was built by the first governor of Egypt. His name, we will skip this terrible line which you see, so don't be afraid. I mean, the Colosseum, don't expect to see in the Colosseum
Much less than the other one.
No, no, abbiamo accolto.
by the giant, being the giant, that big statue of Nero that was transformed in the statue of the 4 horses and severed the butt. Or simply used to feed the lion during times. And this might have been.
To the left-hand side, you see the only building of the Forum, which house built in the late 3rd century AD, 1830s. And there to the left you see columns that belong to the temple of Julius Caesar. To the right, columns that belong to the hall, to the basilicas, as I told you before, the royal hall of the Emperor Trajan, and houses here. All these houses were torn to the ground in 1930s when Mussolini, something of what a memorial almost totally covers the St. Angel Castle was originally the mausoleum of the Emperor Hadrian. Hadrian the Great died in the year 138 AD. His body was buried in this big mausoleum, which was a
I thought this was going to be bigger. More, you know what I mean? Where does he come out and talk? On here somewhere?
Yeah, on those steps in front.
On the steps in front?
Yeah. Or the balcony above the steps.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When Kim was here, he came out onto the steps, but they said the other day he typically comes out on the balcony. But apparently he's not in town today.
So the facade of the church was completed in 1612. In the meanwhile, the Vatican Palace was already built up. It was already large, embellished, decorated by great artists, and was all surrounded with a curtain wall. So actually, the whole thing here is surrounded by a curtain of ramparts, which were called the Vatican. The Peter has
Top floor
is
where the
the
Pope
center of the
lives.
facade balcony, where Pope gives his blessing for
The
Easter,
second window
the day of his election.
is where
The day of his election, Pope gives,
blesses the
so
crowd.
there are 3 places.
That's the Sistine Chapel that we're not going to see. It's right in front.
Assomiglia un po'.
This is inside St. Peter's.
Redemption, which was called Jubilee from the Juval trumpet, which was played on that occasion every 50 years. This tradition was lost and was reopened, was recuperated by the Christians in the year 1300, when Pope Boniface VIII proclaimed the new Jubilee or Holy Year This new jubilee was characterized by a large number.
This is close up. Or actually, life size, no zoom lens.
I got your head in the corner of that one. Well, we saw something.
Is made in mosaic, even the output, even the surface of the picture is actually the fact that everything had to be a banana, had to be a turn, had to be made of stone.
Michelangelo's first great masterpiece, Mary with the dead Jesus. This is Florence. Down there is the Art Academy. It has got to be over 100 degrees. Every person is sweating, and we have a contest to see who is sweating the most. Got a scooter, but you didn't want one.
So that's what I'm going to take.
That was a good one, Rabbit.
You raised that.
Tell me again the picture you wanted in front of David. That is not what you did. There's the Duomo. Yeah, but it's awfully pretty. This is the Duomo.
Wait till the front.
In Florence.
Wait till the front.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's big. It goes back around.
Yeah, the outside's quite a bit better than the inside.
Yeah, this is inside the Duomo. There's a dress code in here which says no shoulders, and if you've got bare shoulders, that's what they do to you.
Avocado to me.
Section built with special rings triangular on a side, set in a fishbone pattern like this.
This is Walmart on
Golden
the inside
doors.
there. Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna go in there, Rab.
I don't know. There's the dome.
That's a cool moment.
From here, you're the best. Still in Florence. Over there is the fake David. Abby, I'm videotaping and narrating. You're not allowed to talk when I'm narrating. There's where Galileo Galilei is buried. Over there is Michelangelo. If I get that guy's head out of the way.
Of course, there never is a policeman around when you want one.
Pickpocket again.
And you could.
Tower, but the sun is wrong.
Fai così, no? Ti sposti un po' la torre.
Dove è la torre?
Yeah? Wow, that's interesting. Bobby, that's really interesting.
I really like that. We're still at Pisa.
You take picture music?
There's the base of the Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower?
Or whatever, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Hey! This is the Riviera.
As far as you can see across, where there's a crane and there's a big building that looks like a palace. Looks like a palace, but it isn't. It's not the palace. It's actually an aquarium. You see a little swimming pool here and there, and we're sort of just skirting this, just a small area, a little over less than 2 square kilometers, the actual territory. The population, Claudia Schiffer, people like that, have apartments here. If they live here certain months of the year, then they don't have to pay so much tax to their own government, the government or whatever. Somerset Maugham, an English writer, called this place sunny place for shade. But it's actually all very, well, the sky's the limit. So much depends as you want to see, of course, puts the price well. But you know, Pleasant City nonetheless, despite the fact that beaches are pretty cluttered and crowded at this time of year, but no matter what, it's still a...
Here we are, the French Riviera. Here we are in the Mediterranean.
Le monument du centenaire commémore le premier acte que Nice soit définitivement cédé à la France par le Piémont. Détruire l'église des Dominicains pour bâtir le palais de justice.
Should I toss her? Oh, I don't have any coins. I want to toss her coins. Okay, stop there.
est l'un des témoignages somptueux de l'art baroque niçois. Sa façade date de la fin du XVIIe. Nous longeons les cimetières de la qui orne son entrée, commémore les victimes qui périrent dans l'incendie du théâtre italien au XIXe siècle. Quelques illustres
The 5 steps commemorate the 5 years of World War I, and the 2 sculptures, representing War and Peace, are the work of Alfred Janiu.
Beyond. This is leaving Beyond. Said this is leaving Beyond. Je suis due. There's the French vineyard. There's Notre Dame. Which boat was that? Shush up, woman. Yes, it would. Look at that. Here we are in Paris. It's about 8 o'clock on our first night. That ditty.
Now from here, we go to the salon.
This is our view.
And from there we go to Emma. Hello. Muscat. Hello.
Hello. No, thank you.
How are you?
Good.
You see Muscat?
Yeah, no, thank you.
Look like a cheap
No, no.
place. Where did you come from?
Pardon?
Where did you come from?
Well, it's not going to be sold, yeah. It's really nice.
Mommy inside the window.
See that one? Pretty impressive building, huh?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
There's the arc film.